Hello, everybody. I have no clue where Rob is. I would imagine either sleeping or showering. Charlie's not going to be with us for this week, or I don't think tomorrow either. So you guys get to deal with me. Maybe you guys can get some drip. Hello, everybody in chat. We got Iron Antler, Wendy, Papa Rouse, Cricket, Treasure Hunter Neil, Leanna Crawford, Mystic, all the usual suspects, KCMD. It's good to see everybody. I don't do real good talking to the camera by myself. Minix, David Carlisle. Where the hell is Rob? Marty, hello. Innocent, yeah, Minix, you're innocent. You're innocent, all right. Silver Wishes, hello. Texas Donna. Little Penny Coins. How is everybody doing tonight? Give me just a second. Bill, have you emailed me? What's your email, Bill? Oh, here comes Rob.
There's Mr. Zack.
I was getting worried. I was going to shoot Bill the link real quick.
The bathroom clock is apparently 2 minutes slower than this clock.
Oh, you don't do the unimportant clocks a couple minutes faster?
No, we don't. Well, the bedroom clock is faster, but I ignored that because I knew it was faster. But apparently the bathroom clock is. It said it was 9:44 in the bathroom. So apparently we don't have all our clocks in our house right. But hey, good evening, buddy.
How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing pretty good, sir. Overdid a little bit today, exercising or mowing lawns.
What's a lawn?
Well, I mean, after 2 trips to the chiropractor last week, the new chiropractor.
Oh yeah, how'd that go for you?
It went pretty well. It's going well. I actually can move a little bit, but I tried mowing 3 lawns this weekend, and apparently that was quite a bit way too much. So anyway,
I would imagine so.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to try to feel useful, and apparently overdid it. Good evening. Look at this. Good evening, Beard. Good evening, Cricket. J. Paul, Billster, Reliquary for Don, Wendy. Oh, Dennis is here on the road again next week. So speaking, Dennis says, hopefully it won't be so hot. So how hot is it where you're at, Zach?
We had a new weather system come in, so it has been absolutely crazy. Yesterday we were getting huge dirt devils or microbursts or whatever you want to call them. They tore up the town pretty good, knocking over trees and all that. Then today, for probably 2 hours, we had water falling from the sky. Man, I was herding all the animals into the ark, and I thought I was gonna have to repopulate the earth with a cat and a dog, and I didn't know how that was gonna work out for me.
Oh, that's hilarious. Good evening, Miss Donna. Good evening, Wendy. Yeah, we had threats of rain all day today, and it started sprinkling when I was mowing the lawn. I was going to wrap it up, and then it just went away. I know, Leanne, the chat is flying.
It is.
Well, Zach, hey, thanks for hanging out with us last night over at Swifties. We had a great crowd there at Swifties, and then at last night, and we had a great crowd at Shane's on Thursday night for his big giveaway. It's been giveaway city lately. Good evening, Mr. Minix. Hello, David Carlisle. I don't think I have David Carlisle in blue.
No, he's not.
Well, let's get him in blue. All I don't have a timestamp on this. David got you in blue, sir.
I came on all by myself. I was worried I had to talk to myself. I don't do real good with that.
Well, I talk to myself a lot, Zach. It's probably not recommended, but I don't know why this screen's not showing me timestamps.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. I got timestamps turned off. Now I just turned timestamps on. So there we go.
Yeah, I went over to hang out at Swifty's. My usual Friday show got canceled, so tried to swing by there. Culver, hello. Culver Prospect.
Real good evening. Hobo Rob, hello. Mr. Minix, hello. Silver Wishes, good evening, ma'am. Little Penny Coins, welcome to join us tonight.
Twix popcorn, no thanks.
Oh, Denise would try that, I'm sure.
I'm sure many people would.
All right, I was wondering if somebody was going to bring this up tonight, and I'd like to bring it up so we can bring it up and put it to bed. Hobo Rob says, sad day in history, and yes, it is, folks. Whether you are a...
Oh, come on.
I don't want to... I'm just going to clear this, and we're going to move on to a fun night. Hobo Rob's right. Whether you're a Trump fan or not, guys, this is horrible, okay? It's horrible whether it happens to any president or any candidate or any... There's no room in American history. It is a sad day. Glad he's okay. Pray for the families of the other people that were shot. And you know, we'll move on from there. If you guys want to have a political discussion night, I am sure there are 20 or some streams going on YouTube right now tonight discussing that. And if you want to do that, move over to that stream. Zach and I are here to be pretty much anything but serious tonight.
Well, you've already baited my extensively focused train of thought. I don't know if I can recover.
Oh, Getting Up to Dirt with James is here. I got to get used to his new channel name.
Which one?
James Eller. He changed his name to Digging Up the Dirt with 2 James.
Yeah.
So I got to get used to that. Evening, Kenneth Bird.
Hi, Mandy Candy.
Good evening, Miss Mandy. There's Mr. Marty V. There's Mr. Weigold. Yeah, Jay, I think I overdid it in the heat today. Good evening, Miss Bells. There's Relative John.
Weigold.
Happy Bears, Mr. Happy Bears. Good evening, hello.
Oh,
wow, Leanne says their power just came back on. Good deal, Leanne.
Oh, we lost ours for 2 or 3 hours. I was wondering if I was going to have to stream from my truck.
Now, Zach, is that like due to it's so hot that you guys are having like brownouts, or what's the deal?
No, like I said, we had that different weather system come in, so our temp has dropped 10, 15 degrees. You know, we're like 100 right now. But we had that rain today, which makes it humid, which I don't care, man. I'll work in 125. I sent you pictures of that. But you throw in...
Yes, you did. That was insane.
You throw in a little humidity, and Zach's done, dude. You want to... I melt. I'll work in it if I have to, but I'm not going to be happy about it.
Good evening, Mr. Jim Steele. Did you work today?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's a Saturday. I don't know if you are, you know.
Weekends are my busy days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
I hustled till about 12 or 1. Sat around until like 4:45, and then I went out and did 3 calls. I barely slid in the door on time.
Well, I would have been on 2 minutes late. I do really like the fact that this is set up with that, you know, you or Charlie or I can go on and start the stream. Hey, I'm just looking at the opinion poll here, 61% of people have said they have traveled outside their own state to treasure hunt. That is pretty awesome.
I haven't. I didn't answer the poll either. We're trying to talk Culver over there into getting some metal detectors to go gold hunting.
Hi, Joe.
He's up there on decent gold, and they pulled some nuggets where he's at.
I'm sorry, what hunt? It is Joe Bad Idea Lab. This is reading off all the channel names as I read them. When was the National Magnet Fishing Day? Was it yesterday, day before? Because I saw several videos on it. I wasn't sure what day was National Magnet Fishing Day.
It was a couple. I think Grandma Kelly said it was Thursday. Here you go though. Here's a question for all you metal detectors. Culver is thinking about the score 3 for basically nugget hunting or gold hunting. Does anybody know how small of natural gold the score 3 will pick up and how well it will? Because it's going to be used in streams, you know, gravel bars, things like that.
That I cannot tell you, honey. Can you hand me that little?
Martin, Charlie's here in spirit.
Oh, hold on one second, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, if anybody knows anything about the score 3 gold, it would be interesting to get him a little feedback before he buys something.
I wonder why there was something like that. Yeah, can you give me my little fill bottle with the fine plating? Thank you.
He knows he's not relic. Papa Ross says shoot for something made just for gold.
Denise burnt her arm on the mower tonight.
She did what?
Burnt her arm on the mower. I guess she was leaning over, picked it up, clean out underneath the wet grass we had mowing the lawn, and I guess leaned the weight of the mower on her arm, like a muffler. And she's got nice two muffler burn lines on her back of her arm now.
And I'll bet she still made you coffee.
No, she has not made me coffee, and I was so late that I didn't get the coffee. And that's, you want a Wally World? Okay. And I can't, Zach, I can't speak to the score 3, but you guys saw my last video. The Knox picked that up, and one of the knocks on the Knox is some people said it can't find small gold jewelry. Now that turned out to not be real gold, but it did ring up in the gold range, being that kind of chain. But the Knox did hear that it was a quiet signal. So you want to find out, Culver, if the score 3, check with other people in their videos and find out if the machine can pick up stuff like that, because obviously nuggets are even going to be smaller than that for registering. I've never actually tried taking a gold nugget to see how the Knox will do that, but I mean it does have 2 specific gold settings strictly for gold nuggets. So I know the Knox is made for that, but I can't speak for the score because I don't know that machine.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of the guys try the 600s and the 800s on nuggets, and you know the Gold Monster does better, but it's really expensive. I was just curious if anybody had the score 3.
Yes, the Knox is a lot more expensive than the scores. Good evening, Bill Brasky. Hello, being us.
Culver says it's pulse width and multi-frequency.
Now,
for the score. I was just curious.
Zach, since I know you're a working man, Zach, and you ain't Jesus, Rob. You don't have time for all this YouTube drama and BS going on. But there's a big battle brewing right now between 2 channels over one channel's opinion on the new Garrett Vortex. Another channel called him out for dissing the Vortex, and but the channel that called him out didn't even have the guts to use Calabash's name. He just basically said that
Oh, Scott.
cowardice for for Calabash to call out a machine that he said he doesn't even know or use, and that if you need to rely on every single bell and whistle on a machine, you're not a real treasure hunter. And even though he didn't call out Calabash personally, I watched that video, and I knew when I watched this other video, I knew exactly who that guy was talking about. And the channel that's calling him out is Adventure Archaeology. That's a big channel. That's a huge channel. So
And
right now, him and Calabash are going at it over the vortex, and
you know what my take on that, just like many other things. Ancient people got anything better to do? I mean, doesn't the top of the ceiling fan need cleaned or something? You're just complaining to complain. He doesn't like the detector. I like it. Stand in the front corner. Get in the corner. Go to the corner, both of you.
And like I say, I don't follow either channel. I've had some people talk about Calabash because he does rate a lot of machines and he does test a lot of machines. So a lot of people talk about him. So I went over and I checked out his channel. And then when I was flipping through YouTube videos and I saw that,
Hey,
he had some title about the Garrett Vortex. Is this the best that Garrett can do as a new machine? Hi, Miss Dow. Great seeing you here tonight. And the guy started off the video with, "This is my opinion, folks. I'm not paid by anybody. I'm not sponsored by anybody. This is my opinion, and this is my." But he basically said, for the money that they're asking, all the time they had to develop a new machine that other companies come out with, he thought it lacked several functions that a $600-700 machine should have that other machines in that price range, the Knox, the Nocta, the Legend, all these other machines have it. And he said basically, I think the Vortex should have it. So this other guy called him out, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I find it petty on the second, on the reaction video to the first video. I would find it petty, at least, especially if it's turning into that big of a deal. I don't know anything about it, but at the end of the day, different opinions are what make the countries great. If we all thought the same, we would be in a different place. And if one machine is better than the other, let the people decide and choose. You know what? The Equinox is a great machine. Nobody out of warranty takes the Equinox in the ocean, and there's a reason. Let the machine speak for itself. But for two channels to be, if they're actually having a tit for tat back and forth, I kind of relegate that to, they're just trying to do something for views and
well, that's what the second guy accused the first guy of. He says basically he just went on there and cried about the machine just so he could get some views, but yet he didn't even have the nads to listen to the channel name. I was pretty disappointed by that. I'm like, wow, you call a guy out, but you won't even use his name. There's my favorite dog.
That dog was not happy today. It does not do well when anything changes. It was not happy today. Hi, Mark TVH. Yeah, it's petty. It's childish. I'm a middle-aged man. Yeah, I saw that, KCMD. I care more about that than the other two. It's petty. It's childish. I'm a middle-aged guy, and if you guys want to have your playground fights and go around and pull hair, go for it. But they can keep it.
Leanne, I can guarantee you this, dear. If I started singing, we'd be down. I was going to say to 1, me and Zach, and probably be 0 because Zach wouldn't stay here either. We'd be down from whatever our number is to 0 really fast.
If it makes you feel any better, Rob, if for some reason you got on camera and you weren't making the best of decisions and you did decide to start singing, luckily I do have the power to hit end stream.
That's right.
And if you can start up another one all on your own in that kind of condition, which we never hear of Rob being, if you can start up another one all on your own in that kind of condition, I'll get the playback of it tomorrow.
There you go. Good evening, Miss Deb Melvin, Bells, Tom Kingery, Miss Patty Dirtclod.
Hello, Indiana Tones.
Mr. Lou's here. Good evening, Lou. Lou, you want to pop up for a minute? Let us know what's going on in your side of the world.
Exactly, Carolinas, and you're one of the people who has quite a few different machines to say. I'm gonna translate this a little bit sideways to the gold panning community. Different gold pans work better with different dirts. You know, I can use, you know, not like you people know any difference. I really like an XP pan, but I do like these other finishing pans on different dirts. It all depends on what it is, and the same goes with the machines. A good beach machine is not going to make a good desert machine.
Yeah.
You know, a good jewelry finder is not necessarily going to make a good
Machine.
relic hunting machine.
Yes.
Everything's going to have its pros and cons, and if something sucks, it'll come out in the wash. The people will know. Exactly. Culver has 20 different pans. I got five or 10, and ultimately one of my favorites is a different type of one. But one of my go-to pans is a cheap Amazon pan, and nothing special about it. It's just the cheapest one you could buy. And the reason it's one of my go-to pans is I know how to use it.
And everybody will tell you, anybody in the metal detecting world, is the best machine to use is the one that you know, and the one you feel comfortable with, and the one that finds you, that you're comfortable with finding stuff. And I told this story on Shane on a Swifty stream last night. With my days, because I've been on lives way too much. You know, when I first got the 800, and Dalton had the 600, and I'd go meet him and go hunt, and I'd show up my 705. He goes, "Where's your new 800?" I go, "I don't understand. I can't use it. I think I bought something beyond my capabilities of understanding." He's like, "Rob, just bring it up. I'll try and teach you." And I'm like, I think it was a mistake buying that. And guys, I had to learn it just like you have to learn any other new machine. So, but I felt more comfortable that I would be able to find stuff with the 705. And it took Dalton, thank the man, a lot of patience and a lot of help. And he got me comfortable with the Knox. And I'm as comfortable as can be with the Knox now. I love the Knox. As a matter of fact, if I go back to use the 705 every now and then just for fun, I got to remember how to use that one.
Yeah.
Good evening, Martin Smythe, the She-Devil, Scott McClory.
Bill, I referenced caring more about Richard Simmons than the two channels that were arguing over the quality of a particular.
Yeah. I mean, we all of us here of a certain age grew up with Mr. Richard Simmons. But yeah,
I'm staying off of the political subject because, quite frankly, none of our views are going to align, and I don't feel the need to impress you to try and convert you to my way, because that's just not how it works. I enjoy the fact that you believe the way you believe, and I believe the way I believe. Vote accordingly. I wouldn't want to live in a country with all people who shot the same or who thought the same. Well,
yeah, I mean, because obviously, if we all thought the same, like you're talking about machines, we'd all have the same machine, we'd all be driving the same car. It'd be a pretty dull, boring place.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things.
You know what? I invited Lou to come up here. Let me throw the link in for Lou.
Actually, you know, one of the appreciations I have for Richard Simmons is whether or not his particular journey was ridiculous. He was a pretty eccentric guy, but whether or not his particular journey was ridiculous, how many hundreds, thousands of millions of people did he motivate to simply? He didn't do anything special. You know, you ever watched any of his old movies? He's get up and move. If you can't stand up, just wiggle your arms, and that's the motivation that some people give. So how many people did he make a life-changing thing for? Yep. And less than that, how many people did he get to start moving just to improve themselves a little bit, help with their muscle masses, things like that? That is a truly important input into life.
He inspired a lot of people.
He did that in the 80s and 90s when you couldn't just open up your computer and type in YouTube and watch some exercise video somewhere. You know, he did that when people had VHS cassettes. My neighbor had a ton of them. He did it. It was an enthusiast.
No, Scott, I actually did not see that, and that would have been absolutely awesome. I think I might have started my reward a little smaller than that.
Well, you know, it's kind of one of those things of how much was the necklace worth? You offer a $500 reward for somebody to find a $50,000 necklace, and I want to tell you that I have the utmost morals that anybody could ever have, and I'm the most outstanding guy on the planet. And if you offer me $500 for a $50,000 necklace, me thinking I'm going to be in the gold community selling some melt real soon. Yeah, I got some melt I want to get rid of. I need old Vendetta to make these into some buttons for me.
Wow, even Bells is giving him some advice. Even Mark TBH.
Exactly, Carolina. I want everybody to think different. I want everybody to be their own persons. I'm an independent.
Howdy, Papa.
I want everybody to be their own persons, and I enjoy and I like that. I would not want to live in a world full of people like me. We probably couldn't keep the world going very long, but I would not want to live surrounded in a world full of people like me.
Digging up the dirt with James. Just to let you know, I did like the first and last name. I'm not telling you to change your channel name back. It's your channel. Do whatever you want. But Lucky James Eller had a nice ring to it. But if there's two of you out there doing this, then your new title's more appropriate to what you're doing.
Yeah, just make
right, Martin.
Just make your names unique.
That's right, Devil. Tommy says the same thing.
Yeah, shorter channel names help a lot for people to find you, because you're not always in a chat like this where we're all wrenched up. But it's like Phil Leo. Okay, if I was in a channel one night and I really liked Phil Leo, the chances of me finding Phil Leo on YouTube, I'll try that right now. Let me try that. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, if you have a short name.
Did I find him? No, he's got a picture.
Sometimes it can be. If somebody wins a prize of mine and they don't have content or they don't have videos, I have to literally go into this chat on the regular YouTube side, not the StreamYard, and then I have to pull up the three dots where it says go to channel, and then I have to find them there and then hope that they have an email address. And for you folks without content, I will reiterate this again for the umpteenth time as Rob's PSA for the night, public service announcement. Please put your email, even if it's one of your Gmail addresses that you use to keep spam off your regular email. Have something that people can contact you. I have 3 people right now I can't get prizes to because they don't have any information on their about page. They're regulars, they've been in the thing, but they just don't have content. They're a viewer, you know, and you know, they like watching other people's videos. They like being part of the community, but they don't have content. But take the time, guys, to put an email, even if it's a Gmail address.
The Dirt Diggers.
Rob Weigold's here, just an average metal detector.
Hello, Weigold. Look at him. You know how you can tell he's in Southern California? He's wearing a hat, a light overshirt, and hiding in the shade because he knows if he goes out in that sun, it's going to be brutal. But he's in San Diego, so it's going to get chilly in about an hour.
Oh yeah, it's already getting chilly.
Ooh, I like that, Jeremy. Like my dad says, there's a tool for every job.
There is. There's also a hammer side of every tool. Yeah, Phil, I wasn't picking on you. I know you don't do content, and if you don't do the content, that's fine. It's just sometimes people try to find, and Waggle took off. And if for some
picture, Rob.
And for some reason we're trying to find you, just throw it up there so we can find you guys. Hi, Dirt Diggers UK. I don't know if I say that.
Well, we were talking digging SoCal. We were just talking. There's a big YouTube brouhaha going on between Calabash and Archaeology Adventures, or Adventures in Archaeology. I don't even know how the right name to say his name is. So Mr. Robin, you got out?
Not lately. It's been a little too hot. Trying to get it while the marine layer is still out. But, you know, every time I try to go out, the marine layer decides to burn off too quickly. Other than that,
Miss Amanda.
At least I'm not baking like Zach, you know.
Super Collectors here, one of my early subscribers. If by treasure hunt you mean Lego, go buy Legos. Hey, if buying Legos and building Legos is your thing, hey, and you went out of state, you can answer yes to that.
Go for it.
Nice, Jim.
I'm pretty sure I showed it on another stream. I don't know which one. This is the tallest thermometer at Baker, California. I sent Rob a picture of that after me and my son got done doing a radiator in a Ford.
Folks, that's 127 degrees.
125 degrees.
Insane.
And the thing is, it was so hot. I'm acclimated to it. My son basically is too. It was so hot. The guy was hanging out there with us. Have a nice night, Dal. The guy was hanging out there with us, just leaning against the truck while we were working. He got heat sick leaning against his truck in the shade. And he's telling us, I feel like a sissy. I'm sick because he started throwing up and all. And oh, dude, we're
Thanks
used
for
to
hanging with us, Dal. I know Charlie's really busy right now.
Yeah, it's always good to see Dal in chat.
It was nice of her to pop in. Dirt Diggers UK, hello, my fellow Americans. Welcome.
Culver Treasure Hunter Neil's telling you that he's looking at the score 3-2. Thinks it's a decent choice. Yeah, 125 is hot. You know, but it's just like I was telling my son. The humid that we got right now from those monsoon storms that came through, it rained a lot. The humid kills me more than the 125. I can deal with just plain hot.
See, and air humidity here, Zach, is really bad. So, I mean, I've never seen it here higher than 102, 103. But generally, if we get to that kind of thing, air humidity is like 90, 92%. And that's just miserable. But I don't know what to do. At this state, I really don't know. I know everybody in Texas and California, everybody's having all these heat problems, especially after the storm with that power company not getting 800,000 power back on. And there's people that are dying, and old people in nursing homes are dying without air conditioning. I think the same thing would happen here in Florida. If we had 120-degree temperature with the humidity here, it'd be flipping miserable.
It would be, but what needs to happen? It's not like any one of us could make a difference, but what needs to happen is the people need to come together. If you got a whole block full of old people that are just sitting at home all day, there's no reason they couldn't occupy one or two houses and be comfortable instead of running AC down the entire block. Power consumption. And in our current culture, we don't care about anybody else. We just run our own, and that's why we get shortages.
Oh. Digging SoCal's going to the beach in the mortar. Now, Dirt Diggers UK says Calabash made a video about me, then pulled it down. He's a clown. I proved his test wrong, and he didn't like it. See, there's another. Hey, people are handing out money here.
Oh, wow. I'll take some.
Oh, wait a minute. She's taking money.
She did it under the guise of, do you have change? She knows I don't carry. She knows I don't carry singles, so she'll take the few singles I have. See, she's over here. She's over here giggling too because you guys just watched her pilfer $3 off of me. That was all the ones I had.
See, 103 was 60% humidity. It was not okay for a Culver, but that sounds almost doable though.
I got 96 with 30 or 40%. Forget that.
Oh my God, Marty gets another silver out of the fairgrounds.
It's almost like that guy actually goes out and works the fairgrounds and hunts them to pull all these silvers. Oh wait, he does.
Yes, he does. And that's why he bought the Manicore, because he's hunted that so bad. He wanted to be able to hear stuff that he hasn't been hearing. It's funny. I've been telling everybody that, Jeremy hunted the beach with me before, and he had that, I guess it's the CTX 3030, whatever the line that machine is, the one that weighs 78 pounds. And he was hearing pool tabs that I couldn't even get a whisper on the knocks, and they were deep. And I was like, man, that's it, but that would be great if you're treasure hunting really ground, 400-year-old ground that something might be down a foot deep. But I've always said we don't need that in Florida because we don't need deep signals. The stuff isn't deep. And then I go to that lake last week, that little county park lake, and I can't tell you how many scoops I had to put on to find some of those stuff that just sunk down in that goo of the lake muck. And here I was, I'm saying, oh, we don't need that deep thing in Florida, and everything in that stupid lake was deep.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I get a lot of deep signals.
Angie and Rick, good evening.
At the beach and stuff like that.
Oh, wow. Marty says it's only his second sober this year. Well, you've been pounding that place for years, Marty. Dalton and I have that multi-acre church field that we've been doing for 3.5 years, and we pulled over a dozen sobers, maybe 15 sobers out of there. Indians, Wheaties, relics, Civil War type stuff, 1800 stuff. And I went back there, 6-8 months ago and pulled a silver dime from here. We parked the cars and totally blew me away. I thought for sure we'd never find silver there. And I went back there like 2 months ago and yanked out another Wheatie. So I don't always subscribe to the YouTube mantra that nothing's ever hunted out. I don't always subscribe to that because I think it can be. But that doesn't mean there's not still stuff to be there.
Make me big for a second, real quick, Rob. I got a question on something somebody sent me.
Solo layout.
Okay. Prospector Jason E. Miner that sent me this. It's a 1907 Indian head $10 coin. You guys, my camera sucks. 1907 Indian head $10 coin, but it's not gold. Is this silver or is this reproduction or what? I mean, I appreciate it anyway, and it's cool, and it looks very aged and carried and worn. But
You know what I think that is? I think somebody's taken a piece dollar and carved that.
Yeah.
The back is a piece dollar.
That?
Yeah, that's the back of an eagle of a piece dollar.
But it says $10 coin on it. Was it a real coin?
I'm going to look that up now, sir.
I mean, it sounds like silver.
That's silver.
That definitely sounded like silver.
But I think it's a fantasy coin.
It looks gold.
Okay.
I got it from one of our friends over in the gold community. He sent me a bunch of cool stuff. He also sent me this sticker that actually suits me pretty well. You know, this is a common answer.
You know, the fact that it's kind of like a Bob the Builder animated guy is even better with that phrase.
It's factual.
Yeah, what's that? Here, let me pull this. Let me pull myself back up here. Let me Rob back up.
Yeah, he sent me a bunch of other cool stuff. That's Jason Miner. I was just curious. All right, what is it?
That's the back of a piece dollar.
So what? So the front's an Indian head, right?
Yeah, but you can see that if you look at the. Yeah, I agree with Rob. I think that's a fantasy coin.
Yeah.
I think that's a coin that somebody took a very skilled engraving and did that.
Because I mean, it looks really.
I don't think you ever made $10 coins that weren't gold. I think.
Yeah, I found this exact coin in gold. I found it perfectly in gold. This would have been a 1 ounce $10 coin.
$40 in quarters. That's 160 quarters. That's freaking unreal. Let me know where that's at in Tampa, Mystic, and I'll be heading over.
Didn't we just have a conversation last stream about people sharking other people's stocks? I guess
we've never revealed the locations of Dalton's gold coin, and we're not going to. I had people in my club. I had scarfers in my club calling me. Where'd you guys find that? No, that ain't happening.
Next time that happens, Rob, charge them $25 a piece when they tell you where they found it. Tell them don't tell anybody, and tell every one of them a different place. And when you go to the next club meeting, be like, hey man, we all paid you $25. You all told us a different place. I'm like, hey, you got to go out and look at it. Go find it. You want our money? No refunds.
Yeah, no refunds. Yeah, Jeremy says that's not from the men.
Okay. It's still cool.
Oh, it's definitely cool. That's a good looking front.
It was.
I'm trying to think. There was a guy who used to make fantasy coins, and he got special permission from the U.S. Mint to use certain dyes.
Wow. But yes, I agree with Scott McClory. That's kind of like a hobo nickel, but really big. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Mr. Minix. They took a peace dollar and carved that.
Might have.
There's a $10 gold silver replica 1 ounce. Yeah. Bill says the 1 ounce gold was $20. Bill knows more about those kind of coins than I do.
Could be Marty.
It's great seeing Bill in here tonight.
Yeah,
Or whoever's here. Hi, Miss Torchy. Hobo Rob says you can still get hobo nickels made. There you go. I think those are cool. Some of those hobo nickels are really cool looking.
Well, I was considering going out and lining a bunch up on railroad tracks. Nickels, pennies, and dimes.
Hey, when I was a kid, one of the first times at Disney, I ran over and put a penny on the Disney railroad track and had it flattened out.
Oh, I get big trains.
I like trains. That train that Reed Reed's Art of Adventure did the short on we were talking about last week. That was a nice little 10-second short to get it. That old steamboat locomotive was huge.
Nice, Minix. That's neat, Rob. Minix posted a video on his hobo nickel, and the guy who carved it saw it and commented.
That's very cool, Mr. Minix. Hey, Mark Energy, you're not that late, sir.
Phil Leo's got it. It's a Silvertown replica. $10 gold, 1 ounce, full silver.
Oh,
So
okay.
is Silvertown the company or the person that made it?
Probably.
Oh, it's an ounce of silver.
Yes, they're an actual coin replica company.
Yep.
Very cool. Thank you guys for letting us know that. We will find replicas of the Buffalo nickel, the St. Guardian design, the $10 gold Indian head, which is what Jackson's is, a Morgan dollar, an 1804 $1 gold piece. Oh, they make yours in a copper round too, Zach.
Yeah. Phil Leo says it looks like Silvertown is a private firm / mint.
Yep. And there's your coin right there, Zach.
That's it. Wait, no, I don't think that's quite it.
I've got a replica of the Buffalo.
That's not quite this one. This one says United States of America across the top, not 1/10 pounds.
I've got a replica of a 1 ounce round of a Buffalo. We might be seeing that at the Christmas. We might be seeing that baby at the Christmas giveaway.
We're not posting those kinds of ones.
Evening, Danny boy. Oh, go to bed, Paula. Get rid of that sinus headache. Oh, that's a repo of the $5 Buffalo gold you showed. Okay.
Nice.
Even Northern Found. Yep. Used to do that as kids. Put the coin on the trap. Absolutely.
Marty says
Zach and the guy below. That is Mr. Weigold's metal detecting adventures on the back, on the bottom.
Yep.
Marty says he has a counterfeit 1877 seated half.
Wow. Brad, Green Mountain Metal Detecting, found a counterfeit piece of 8 real. But, excuse me, it wasn't a modern counterfeit. It was a counterfeit made at the time the coin came out, because I can't remember what government was trying to destabilize Spain's economy, and they were trying to flood the market with counterfeits so nobody would use Spanish silver, which obviously didn't work because Spanish silver was the hallmark of silver around the world, including the United States. Spanish silver was legal to in the United States till, I believe, Rob will correct me here, until the 1850s or 60s, Rob. You can use Spanish silver as U.S. as U.S. money.
Hi, Angie and Rick.
So I would like to find a Henning nickel.
Oh, a Henning nickel's right on my top of list of coin roll hunting on a box of nickels, Rob. Absolutely. I believe Rob Finds Treasures found one. I believe Diggin' Dave's found one. You know, I'm happy. I found this in a box of $50. And yep, that looks like a $50 right up until you do that. And it's a half a magician's coin. I was so excited finding that in a box of $50.
Is that real?
No, it's actually, it's made to look real. It's the exact same size. So you can see it's a, hang on. It's hard trying to turn two hands. There you go. But it was easy because when it fell out, you know, it didn't have the back. But I've got a video coming out shortly of another find in a box of halves. Gregory Gibson says, Zach, Google the $10 silver coin and it shows your coin.
I saw that. Dick Nut Carolina says it was India trying to do that to Spain.
Yeah, because when he didn't do it, because he does a lot of his digging live, especially if it's a high tone or he's silver, and he didn't do it live. And he cut back in. He goes, folks, I can't believe I didn't film this live, but it didn't give me a good reading. And then later on, when he took it to a coin dealer and they put it on that scope machine, that expensive portable machine, it didn't come up silver, and the guy told him this was a period counterfeit. And to be honest with you, in some ways, they're even more valuable to find because they're harder to find.
Nice.
There you go, Marty. Marty says he has a Henning nickel.
I don't even know what a Henning nickel is.
A Henning nickel is a guy that counterfeited nickels, Zach, and he counterfeited 3 different years, but he counterfeited the 1944 silver war nickel. But the problem was he forgot to put the big PD or S over the Monticello dome. So if you find a nickel, a 1944 nickel that does not have the PD or S over the back, it's a counterfeit nickel. It's called a Henning nickel. The guy that did it, his last name was Henning. And he did 3 different years, but those are the easiest to find because he forgot to put the PD and S on those, because all 43, all 44, and all 45 are silver war nickels. 42, they only started making silver war nickels in October. So 3/4 of 42s are not silver, but from October, November, December, they made 42s in silver. So those have the PD and S. So you can find a 42 nickel that's not silver. And I don't know if he was using a 42 or whatever, and he didn't think about it. But yeah, he didn't put the mint marks on top of the thing, and that's one of the ways they caught him.
And a nickel was worth like $1 back in those days, right?
So it was definitely worth a lot more than it is today.
Yeah. Equivalent to maybe about $1. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Marty says he did 4 years, 39, 44, 46, 47, and 53. Marty's a nickel guy, guys. Marty hunts a lot of boxes of nickels, so Marty's got more experience with nickels than me.
Yeah, it's so bad out here when you go pay cash for something at Walmart, they check all the bills. Every bill.
I had a lady. I paid my water bill the other day with. I paid one of my bills with $2.50. Oh, I paid my Sam's Club credit card, and man, that lady examined my $2.50s like she wasn't going to take them.
Well, the funny part.
Good evening, Shannon Dalton, Ron E.
The funny part is my daughter's at work and she's young, and she says when people hand her money, she doesn't know the difference between real money and fake money or how to tell, but they hand it to her and she just holds it up to the light like she knows.
Tell her to look for the metal strip, the metal ribbon. That's the easiest way to.
I apparently need to sit down and show her.
Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do.
Money things, because she's acting like she's looking for it, but she doesn't know what she's looking for.
There's a video of a young kid, like you said, Zach's a young guy, and he was like, He was like a door person at a business during COVID. And he had one of those little portable things, and the kid never had to use it, so he would just hold it at people's forehead. Yeah, you're okay. And he said, I never learned how to use them. He would hold up and just wave them in.
I've handled hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash over the years, and I can tell they fake real quick just by the feel. Just by the feel.
Digging up the Carolinas. This is a little shelving. I'm on a corner computer desk, and that's just the like overhanging lip of the shelf. So that's somewhere I can display my stickers, and it doesn't. The wife doesn't know anything about it, so they're allowed to stay.
There you go. Yeah, Silver Wishes.
It's just like 3 inches.
I gave some presidential dollars to a clerk, and she had to call her manager over. You know, presidential dollars, Sacagaweas. They just don't get used a lot.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. I go to the store, and this one particular liquor store, I think the guy thinks he's dumping his unwanted change on me or whatever. Because if he gets any dollar coins, $half coins, anything like that, he makes sure to give them to me as change, because I go there a lot. And you can see the look on his face that he's so happy to get rid of that. I'll take your weird money.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta show this, guys. Let me go up to Troy here. Okay. Now go up to Troy and Dolph. I never know when Troy finds me something, if it's on the chat for me and him, or me, him, and Dolph. Troy finds so much stuff. Just to go back 4 days to see something Troy sent me, I've got to go through so many metal detecting finds. It's not even funny. That's what came into Home Depot, where Troy works. 3 1953 red seal U.S. banknotes. This is before the Federal Reserve. U.S. banknote $2 bills. The top two are in sequential order and are star notes.
Huh.
And somebody just came in and used those to buy stuff at Home Depot. Those things are each worth like $10 to $15 to $20.
Yep.
I mean, besides what they're worth, the cool factor.
Oh, they're cool looking as hell. I'm trying to buy them from Troy so I can give them away for the Christmas giveaway.
I would do that.
Good evening, Tin Man Magnet Fishing.
Nice, Phil Wheel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Tin Man.
I guess I got a bunch of Sacagaweas. I looked through some of them. I couldn't find them. I was looking for the Cheerio Sacagawea, because I guess those are very desirable. Because the Sacagawea dollars, when they first came out, 5,000 of them were made for Cheerios boxes and sent out in Cheerios boxes. And there was something about the difference in the feathers on the tail. It
has an extra feather on the tail.
Yeah, I looked through probably a couple hundred of those things, every single one of them, looking through them. And I got all the way to the end of the stack, and I was talking with one of our gold guys. He says, oh yeah, and then there's also the variation for this and the variation for that. Dude, I am not looking through all those stupid things again.
I had a bank once, and I wish I had the time to do it, Zach. I had the money, I just didn't have the time. I went to one of my banks to turn in some halves, and she says, "Do you do the small dollar coins?" And I go, "No, not really." She goes, "Yeah, somebody brought in $1,000 of the dollar coins." And I was like, I just don't have the time to go through all the dollar coins. I know there's variations, but I enjoy collecting coins. I enjoy coin roll hunting, but like you said, I'm not going to sit there with a coin scope on every penny and look through every penny in a box of pennies. If something catches my eye, will I look at it closer? Yes. I mean, there are certain dates. If I find a 1922 Wheatie, yes, am I going to check that for the D mint mark or the faded D or whatever, because there's counterfeit. The 22D It's a counterfeit coin and a very sought after coin.
The most I ever go for is I check for silver quarters. That's the extent of my coin roll hunting. After that, I just don't have the time. Papa Rouse says he got the COVID West Point quarter metal detecting. Very nice.
Yeah, there you go. So, Leo, a mule is a certain error.
Yeah.
Oh, the reverse is a state quarter. Oh, well, yeah, you're not going to find one of them in change every day. And it's funny, I didn't hear about the Cheerios coins when they came out. Of course, that was back before I was even in the metal detecting, and I really wasn't in the coins back then. Mystic, I finally found a West Point quarter in a box of quarters two boxes ago. I've still never found a silver quarter yet in a box of quarters, but I did get. Yeah, if Rob finds this here, he'll be amazed.
Carolinas, my room right here was white like the rest of it. I had painted it myself. I came home from work one day, and the big wall you see, the wall with the door, and the side wall in the kitchen, because that 90's into my kitchen right there. You can see a little bit of the red above my pantry shelf. I came home from work one day, and those walls were red. I was a little pissed.
Let me zoom this in, Mr. Zach. There it is.
That's a W quarter?
That's the West Point Mint there. Took me an entire $250 box of quarters to find one W mint mark.
And what are they worth?
Almost as much as a silver quarter. And obviously, if you find one that's in, AU condition.
Yeah.
Look too far. But yeah, I'm glad I found that. I need to put that in a 2x2.
It's all in people's hobbies. It's whatever gets your rocks off. For me with a family, my own business, and a dangerous semi-solo hobby, my time is pretty valuable. Even when I'm sitting here, obviously I'm sitting here looking like I'm doing nothing. I got about 6 hours of fast hustling in today, and that makes you tired. So even just sitting here, I'm just recovering.
This is your relaxed time, huh?
It is.
Compressed time.
This is my TV. The only time I physically watch TV is when I'm going to bed. That's when I'll turn the TV on and I watch other shows and I go to bed. But that's laying down.
I use the TV to fall asleep.
So do I.
Yeah, same here.
I know I mentioned it to you before, and I know you said you like train. The train rider videos, even though I usually watch mine exploring or something or some other videos, I watch train riding videos so often. That one of my mine videos will go off. I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Sometimes I hear them come on, sometimes I don't. But I wake up in the middle of the night and there's freight trains roaring through my room. And I just like the rhythmic sound of it. It's something I like to listen to. And it helps. I sleep like a baby when that stuff's on, unless I wake up in the middle of the night and I actually get pissed off. My next TV, I'm going to look for a TV that has a brightness button on the remote, just like the volume. Because I can turn the volume down, but the brightness wakes me up. If I could turn that brightness up and down on command, that would be real nice.
Yeah, most new TVs have a setting for like night mode where your picture's not as bright.
Yeah, they got settings, but I got to press like 3 buttons for that. I'm too tired.
Oh, sorry about that, Zach.
Yeah, I want one that has a brightness button like the volume button, where I can turn the volume down some, I can turn the brightness down, and I just get to hear my soft rhythmic trains.
All right, I put it in a 2x2, so I might not lose it now.
Yeah, Carolinas. I do Ghost Adventures, Mayday Air Disaster. Here's one thing I do.
My buddy likes Mayday Air Disaster.
But here's one thing I do. I don't know if anybody else does it. This PC that I'm on now is logged into my Google account. My phone's in my Google account. my everything's logged into my Google account as it should be, but I keep my bedroom TV signed out. I never sign into my Google account on my bedroom TV, and it changes the entire recommendations of what I watch. So when I go,
yes, it does. Yes, it does.
so when I go to my room and turn on my TV, I got Modern Marvels, I got Mine Exploring, Train Riders, all this stuff that doesn't get recommended to me on my front living room computer, because up here is all weird some weird disasters, but gold, metal detecting, and it's just like turning on a different channel.
Yes, the bedroom computer is. I don't sign in through Google, so yes, you'll get a different recommendation than you do on the family TV in the living room that's on Google. Absolutely, Zach. I couldn't agree more.
Oh, well, my family TV is all signed in under my kids' accounts, so it's got ridiculous number of accounts on it. And they watch weird stuff.
Nice, Joe.
Yeah, Martin Bishop. Romance mode for TV brightness. If I could turn down the brightness to where you didn't roll over and you're half awake, so you're just looking through your eyelids, and if the brightness didn't shine me in my eyes, I would probably never turn my TV off.
Yeah.
One, they only made them a few years, Jeremy, and two, everybody scarfs them up. It's hard to find a W quarter in circulation. It's just everybody scarfs them up. Hell, it's July. What is today? July 13th. And like 2 days ago, Denise just came over and said, "Do we have this quarter?" Because we collect quarters in the quarter books, and guys, it was the first 2024 quarter we ever had. And here we are, it's July, and we just got our first 2024 quarter. Good evening, Ed. Flash in the pan.
Hello, Flash. Silver Wishes. Charlie's not going to be on tonight. Digging up the Carolinas. Look up this channel. The channel name is Crypto Trekker. KY. It starts with a K. Crypto Trekker. What this guy does is he's over in the Philippines, and he walks through neighborhoods, districts, things like that. All the names are important, but I don't know what they are. It's different places. Sometimes he even walks through the slums. He doesn't say anything. It's a first person experience of exactly the sights and sounds you would hear just walking through and looking around. It sounds kind of creepy, but I do like looking at other people's areas. And he doesn't throw in his opinions, anything like that. I doubt he even speaks English. I'm pretty sure he does, because I've seen some communities or whatever. But just to go watch, he walks through the red light district in some town in the Philippines, or walks through the ghetto. And it's just like you're walking through there by yourself, and you're going to sleep, and you get bored, and you're not missing anything. You just
Thanks, Ed.
Sights and sounds.
To answer, yeah, Jeremy, there you go. Like I say, Marty's pretty versed in coins there, guys. Only 2 million each, guys. A modern U.S. coin, but they've only made 2 million. That's a pretty low mintage. The 2020 quarters.
So do I, Carolina. I just like seeing other people's places. That's on my videos. They're off-roading, some mine exploring. We're out doing our things. I don't film them because I ever expect to have a decent YouTube channel or make a penny off of it. I just film them to show some of my other internet friends what it's like in my part of the world. Some people, I guarantee some people in chat, have probably never seen a desert or been in the middle of a desert, where if you don't know what you're doing, you're going, death is an option.
I've never been.
No.
Yeah. Like, here's the 2019 or 2020, 213 million there. You come down to the Salt River coin, 580 million. But then you look right next to it where it says the W coin, and it's 2 million. Each one of the five, like Marty's talking about, each one of the five designs for the W only has 2 million, guys. So out of 6-7 billion quarters, only 8 million or 10 million of those were made. That's a small number.
Scott. Yeah, Flash, living in the desert's fun.
Nice, Scott.
Here's another
a little America reference there.
Here's another interesting thing I realized a few months ago. Everybody has comments about the hills have eyes on my videos because we're just so remote sometimes. And I was thinking about it one day, and I'm like, holy crap. We are the hills have eyes people. They're always talking about watching out for the hills have eyes people. Meanwhile, you got some freaking hillbilly running around with his kids in an old beat up Land Cruiser. You can't hear it from anywhere, and you just come around the corner. Well, hello there. How are you doing?
How you doing, Kevin?
Very nice.
But yeah, to answer silver. Oh, wait a minute. Mainly dirt fishing. Thank you, Rob. Thank you very much. Welcome to the chat, Rob.
Yeah.
But to answer Silver Wishes, Shannon Dalton did answer him. Charlie's got some. He's got a big project that was kind of thrust upon him that he wasn't expecting. That has to be done, and it's a very involved project, and it's going to take him 3 to 4 weeks. So basically, every minute of his waking time that's not involved with work, he's taking care of it. He's even brought in help to help him. But it's something he needs to try and get done before August 1st, or as close to August 1st as you can. So Charlie will be out for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, other people's country is interesting to me. I like to watch people drive through the woods. You know, a wooded area. I have never lived in a full-blown wooded area, and to watch somebody drive through the wooded area that's actually their backcountry and they know what they're doing and where they're going and what they're seeing. We had a channel, Heath Doty's Adventures. He went. I don't know why he was.
I've heard of that channel.
He's a great guy. I don't know why he was filming. I don't know what the premise of the video was, but he was out in the backcountry of wherever he is. He's like Connecticut or something like that. He was out in the backcountry in his little Toyota 4x4 or whatever, and he was just driving whatever his backcountry road home was through the woods. You know, it's just a road. He knew every property owner's name and tidbits of information about. Yeah, that's old John Craig's place. He's not a very nice fellow, you know. Whatever. He ain't gonna bother you. You just pass through. You hang around here too long. That won't be a good thing. Oh, that's old Miss Betty there. She's the nicest thing you ever see. You should chew your ear up. I like hearing that kind of crap. Yeah, it's just neat to me. It's other people's ways of life. I don't know what a tree is. There ain't not a single one of my 4x4s has a winch. There's no point. You got nothing to hook to. You know, rocks maybe. You know, good way to get your winch shot back at you.
Yeah, see, and that's when I've been out west the few times I have. It's a totally different landscape in Florida, or even up the East Coast. I'm not used to seeing like real trees.
No.
I'm not used to seeing, you know, that scrub stuff and cactus and stuff. I mean, I'm looking for big pine trees and oak trees and maple trees, and you guys just don't have that out there.
I will look for that, Gregory. Yeah, I just Expeditions Unknown. The channel name sounds familiar. I just like seeing other people's areas because we all got different areas. We all live different ways, and a local guide through their own area is the best way to ever try.
All right, I'm going to show this because Rob Weigel just sent me this with the caption, "He is a slob," and he is a slob. This is Dalton slob territory. Okay, there's Rob's W quarters. 4, 8, 12, 16, 19 W quarters. That's some serious looking right there. Congratulations, Marty.
I'll guarantee you 1 in 5 of those is counterfeit. Send me 5. I'll guarantee you that one of those is counterfeit. Free return shipping, if required.
That's hilarious.
Who is
Emma Kelly does a lot of driving videos. She's on the road a lot.
Hello, PA.
Yep. Florida, scrub oaks and pines and palms. Absolutely.
Rob, look at what Manly put up there. Anybody heard from AEW Maine?
Adam, AEW Maine. He did a video 2 weeks ago on Monday Digs. He did a travel video on the ferry out of the New Hampshire Sound where he lives.
Huh.
I will check with Shane though, because he's a regular on Monday Digs.
Give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Good evening, PA Patriot Prospecting. Good evening. it's just been too damn hot there, Rob?
Well, when you get out in the sun, it's pretty hot. I mean, even though it may feel 84 degrees, you know, you're out, that UV rays just. And then also I have to time it correctly too, because this whole past week a lot of people had off because of the holiday, so I couldn't really hit the parks up, and the beaches were closed. Well, the beach that I hunt at has been closed, so people aren't hanging out there. They're all headed north, and of course you got more competition up the further north you go. I just want to be left alone and just detect my own little spot. But
there you go.
Not feasible. I don't know if you ever had anybody you're out there detecting, and then all of a sudden they come walking up to you, say howdy, and you say hi, and anything, no, not much, and then the guy decides to detect right where you're detecting too. Yeah,
See, there's no reason for that. It's freaking huge.
It is what it is. I just turned my sensitivity up to where it gets a little too chattery for his liking. You know, this winter we're going to be back out on the claim and running that dry washer until we get rain, and then once we get rain, we'll probably try a different avenue and go to a new spot. We got ourselves an eye on a new location that has guaranteed gold in it. So,
Good evening, Outdoor More. Welcome to the chat. Guys, when Zach comes back, this subject, okay, Zach's back. This subject that Rob, mainly Dirt Fishing, is talking about, I want to verify this before we get crazy with this, because it doesn't. I just want to go verify this. So, guys, I'm going to go off screen for a second, and I'm going to verify this before I come back on. I do not want to start anything that shouldn't be started. So let me verify this, and I'll be right back.
Mike, I'm getting ready to set my alarm.
yeah,
So how are you doing? How are you doing, Michael? Do what?
I said, unfortunately, I can't see what people are chatting in YouTube.
You can. You just got to turn off the camera. You got a little option there. You can hit chats, and then you just can't see what we're saying on screen. It's a pain, but
it is. Well, StreamYards. I'm used to Zoom, but other than that, I really want to go out mine exploring with you sometime.
I mean, you know, whether you go with me or not, there's tons of cool places that get in there. You would like it for the gold, because it's like I tell some of the gold guys. If I was to get into prospecting around here, I think I'd rather go hard rocket, because there's still good gold. There's still good material. They're just because they abandoned the mine doesn't mean it wasn't profitable, or there wasn't gold left. It just wasn't profitable, because when they started as a small operation, it was profitable. As the operations grew, the costs grew, and now that 1 ounce per ton of ore is not profitable anymore. But if as a hobbyist you go in and you cherry pick your seam, and you pull 3, 4, 5 grams for a day, or even a gram, or anything like that, you could probably do pretty well and learn a lot. That's just what I find is interesting. Exactly, man. It's a question, because I'm around here, probably 60% of the mines I get into are gold. I got within close reach of me, I have 3 that I need to explore. I've been to them all. One time I was with my son, but we didn't have our climbing gear or anything. The other one I was with a couple of my daughters, and it was too dangerous. I didn't have any backup or anybody with skills or anything like that, so I couldn't go over a couple of collapse sections. They were filmed, but you know, I got at least 3 that I know exactly where they are. No, I'm in Barstow, California, Carolinas. Very western edge of the Mojave Desert. That's just what I like to do. The amount of work those guys did with what they had back in the days, and you know, we're amateurs at best, still learning ropes, still learning the equipment, you know. But we're going out with a bigger channel. Or they're not a bigger channel. Technically, I'm a bigger channel. I have more subs, but we go out with more experienced guys, and they show us some pretty neat stuff. You know, our last one was really nice.
You ever been to the Red Dog mine?
I just heard about it the other day. I heard it was huge. I don't like caves either, Silver Wishes. Mines and caves are 2 different things. Mines were made by men. Caves are made by nature. There's no rhyme or reason. So caves, I'm not sure. I mean, I would go in them. They wouldn't bother me, but I wouldn't go crazy in them.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't go belly crawl in a cave, because you never know where it goes. That's not me. I'll go crawl over a collapse. Sure, maybe, probably. But a belly crawl in a cave? No, I'm not doing it. Yeah, be smart about it. Be smart about it, Flash.
Yeah, belly crawling in a cave, you can get stuck in an adit or haulage tunnel. You're going over a collapse. At least you can get the rocks kicked out from underneath you. You know?
There's rhyme and reason when a mine is made and processed. It's an extremely dangerous place, no doubt about that. But there was rhyme and reason. Nature didn't carve anything out with reason. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, Mystic. It's not that big of a deal. I've been in the desert my entire life and never needed to pull on anyone for anything. You know, I've never even been close to needing it. The reality is, unless you see a hood up or something, or somebody that looks like they're stuck or in trouble or something like that, they're going to be flagging you down and screaming because somebody finally came. You know, everybody just wants to do their own thing. You're muted now, Wiggle.
Okay, what Rob mainly dirt fishing brought up is, has anybody seen Adam from AEW Main Adventures?
Yeah.
Rob sent me something. He texted me and sent me something. And before I put this on the air, I wanted to verify this. So guys, I've gone to the website. I've verified everything on this. And I am very sad to have to put this up here. That is a missing person flyer from the Bar Harbor, Maine Police Department, where Adam lives. He lives in Bar Harbor, Maine. And guys, I went to the website. Phone number on that's accurate. The police officer that's on this flyer is accurate. Everything's here is accurate. So I called Shane from Ohio River History, because Shane coordinates the Monday gigs that Adam's a part of, and he says he normally goes diving on Sundays or yesterday. So guys, they have found his truck. Let's all pray for Adam being okay, guys, and being found okay, and hope this is just a snafu that somebody doesn't know where he's at. Maybe he went on a hiking camp or something. So let's all pray for Adam, guys.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Guys, you just never know. Yeah, Scott. I before I put this up there, I didn't want to spread any rumors. I wanted to verify this before I could, but I went on the Bar Harbor, Maine Police Department website, guys, and everything on their website checks out to this flyer. This is not. I don't believe somebody's prank. Adam's a good guy, but you know, I don't know who put the flyer out. He's not married. So I don't know who expects him home, or but he does a lot of hikes in the woods, guys. He could have went for an overnighter and just forgot to tell people. It doesn't say. It says his truck's been located. It doesn't say if his truck's at the end of a beach. It doesn't say if his truck's at the end of a hiking trail going to a national park or anything. That would tell you a lot of information where the truck is. He could be hiking, guys. He does a lot of nature videos.
I've seen him in chats. I don't know if I've ever watched him. I'm sure I've subscribed to him.
Yeah, he's always in Monday Digs. He's in everybody's video on Monday Digs.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Unreal. Thanks for letting us know, Rob. I know Shane's working on it right now. Honey, come here a sec.
Yeah, makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Hope he's found. Safe.
Yes. Yeah, hopefully this is just a miscommunication problem.
Yeah.
Always let somebody know where you're going to be, guys.
Yeah, we had a local resident that went up into San Bernardino County, go hiking up in the hills up there, and unfortunately they found him deceased because he didn't let anybody know where he was going.
That's one of the cardinal rules that, unfortunately, as you get better or more experienced with what you do, you slack on. I don't need to tell him. I don't.
Well, look at the guy that look at the professional scuba diver that went and found all those mastodon shark teeth somewhere in South Carolina. He dove with one of the big channels. He dove with, and he decided to go out one day without a partner, and he went down scuba diving like 40, 50, 60 feet by himself, and never came back up. Guys, that's one of the cardinal rules. Just like a cardinal rule is you don't point a gun at somebody, okay? Joking around, doing anything else, that's like number one rule of gun safety. Never freaking go deep water scuba diving by yourself. Using a Blue Nemo is one thing down 6, 7, 8 feet that you can just bounce off the bottom. But yeah, this guy was like with tanks 40, 50 feet down looking for mastodon shark teeth, and something happened and he couldn't get back up. And that's why you always dive with a buddy. The last time I scuba dived, and you're underwater and you turn around and you don't see your diving buddy for 2 to 3 minutes. You surface. You come up and you surface. And he was already up there surfacing, and fortunately everything was okay. But that's why you dive with a buddy. Yep. Scott says that you never dive alone. Period.
Oh, I misread that at first. Yes, I agree, Scott. I thought Scott put on there, you never die alone. I didn't see where that point went. Sorry, Scott.
Yep. Thank you, Rob. I know Shane's working on it right now, Rob.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Ed. Thank you. AEW Main Adventures. That's his channel name, AEW Main Adventures. He's on. If you type in hashtag Monday Digs and type in AEW Main Adventures, all his Monday Digs videos come up. He's actually been a regular on Monday Digs longer than I.
I saw that PA.
Him and Shane were one of the first ones that started, along with Higgles and Gene. I was a part-timer then. I was a fill-in if they didn't have somebody on a. Yeah, there you go. Bill Brasky says 76 like you. Yeah, absolutely, PA. Yeah, I mean, could we do that? Could you cut your own freaking arm off with a pocket knife? Okay.
Yeah.
Because nobody knew where he was at. I mean, literally, no. Yeah, the guy went out for a day. And just like that, and that's exactly what Jackson said 10 minutes ago. He was out in the desert, somewhere familiar, and he fell in a crevice. Crevasse. And when he fell, his arm wedged between two rocks so tight he couldn't pull his arm out. And, the guy had to cut his own arm off at the elbow joint to work his way up. Luckily he was able to climb out with one arm. And he was so dehydrated, he drank water from the first puddle he found, which immediately gave him dysentery. And some people found him hiking, nearly passed out on the side of the road. The guy's lucky to be alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely, Ed. I don't care, PA. I don't know. I guess you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, he says it's still up there, but that's right. Absolutely, Don. Yeah, with a Swiss Army knife. See, Denise is the other room going, Relic Reaper, Don. I just say Don, and Denise knows she's got them channels memorized.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, on a happier note, I have
Scott McClure says
we had a power
the guy
outage
kept
the
his arm
other
off.
day, and it wiped out my Duck Races pages. I'm not saying Denise did it. You probably did not. No, I think we lost power. We wiped out all the channels. We lost power, Scotty.
You don't have any of them set up?
No, but I've got the master list here, so I'm just going to transfer it there, Zach.
That's all right. I got one to run too.
Zach's great idea to do the master list, guys. What an idea.
Yeah, I've seen that titled movie before, but I've never watched it.
I saw that guy on an episode of I Shouldn't
127 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that guy on an episode of I Shouldn't Be Alive. That's a pretty good show.
My buddy watches that Mayday air disaster show, Zach.
Yeah, Mayday Air Disaster is good. I Shouldn't Be Alive is good. Life Without People is really good. It doesn't say how people died, but it shows what happens over the next 100 years to the cities that we left and the creatures and the things like that. That can be a pretty good show.
I'm having a trouble with the new, and I'm probably going to sound really stupid here. The new Planet of the Apes movie, where 300 years in the future, the apes are control, and all of us have forgotten how to. We basically reverted back to cavemen in 300 years. I'm like, no, I'm not buying that. Just because modern society goes down, in 300 years is barely 4 generations. We're not going to turn back into cavemen.
Well, here's one I just watched. I don't know how new it is, but I was relaxing, trying to hide from the heat, and I watched Beverly Hills Cop, the Axel F or whatever, the remake of Beverly Hills Cop. What a crappy ass movie.
See, no, we liked it. Denise and I and her dad really liked it. I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, they changed the names. They didn't even change some of the faces on the rework. I watched it. I'm like, I understand it was a remake of the original movie, I guess, but
yeah, they brought back the original. Everybody from the original cast that was still pretty much alive, they brought back.
I didn't like it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I lost interest.
I liked it. But yeah, like Denise says, we're pretty easily entertained here, so doesn't take much to entertain me and Denise.
The originals were pretty decent. It's just this number 3. I mean, I'm not a super big movie guy anyway.
Well, this is actually number 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah, but there were 3 originals.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, it's Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. I think it's a Netflix only, but I could be wrong.
Yep, you're absolutely correct. It went straight to Netflix, and it's their number 1 movie right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
God, people are stupid.
Well, it won't be. I don't have Netflix.
Easily entertained.
Zach, Zach, you can tell how valuable your time is, sir.
I don't get to watch movies like that. My wife wasn't into movies. I do like watching movies, but it's like I expect a little bit better storyline and you know more tempered, more realistic movies. I don't want to watch softcore porn movies, or I'm pickier than shit.
That's right. If we're gonna watch porn, we're gonna watch full
yeah.
triple X porn. None of this softcore crap.
For sure, no softcore, no softcore. I got better things to do in a time.
That's right.
Sci-fi, horror, some documentaries. I just watched.
Yeah, have a good night.
I just watched
Don's right. There was a good word there. Homage. A lot of homage paid to the original. Good word there, Don.
Yeah. I just
now,
watched.
Ed, a lot of people are saying that, Ed. I like some of the new Star Wars stuff. I like obviously Mandalorian. I'm a big, huge baby, Grogu, baby Yoda. There's a cat fight going on in the. I know. They don't play often together.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a nice guy. He lays on his back and he lets her beat him up.
I know to you Star Wars guys, it's probably alien to you, but I have never watched a full Star Wars movie beginning to end, and Star Wars or Star Trek is better.
See, I grew up with my mom being a Trekkie, and then then Star Wars came out as a teenager, so I did Star Wars. My mom never really got into Star Wars. She stayed with Star Trek, the original. She was a huge, Captain Kirk in the original, the TOS series, the original series.
I've never watched a complete Star Wars movie. He's not answering that, Mike.
That's hilarious, Mike.
I used to like some of the older Star Treks. They were neat to watch.
Yeah. I like the new one with Captain Pike. Of course, I like the guy that plays him. I think, and I'm going to take abuse for this. I think he's a good-looking guy, and I think he's a good actor, and he's a funny captain. And I hope they run this series 4, 5, 6 years because he's the original captain of the Enterprise, and I think he's freaking hilarious. Mystic says, Zackson, you disgust me never watching Star Wars.
Hey.
Yeah, Shannon. I don't know if Star Wars would be the good movie to see at the drive-in. You probably were seriously distracted there. I definitely came home from the drive-in a few times having no idea what was on the screen. See, Jeremy doesn't like Star Trek either.
Yeah, I like the original Star Trek. This new ones that came out here recently in the past decade or so.
Benedict Cumberbatch is a great actor, and I love him as oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember his name. The sorcerer in all the Marvel movies. Yeah, you got Khan. Mike the Greek says he's not into Star Wars either. All right, Jackson, you said you want to run some races tonight. I got the race ready to go, sir.
Hold on, I was going to try and do something real quick.
Okay, you go right ahead.
I got it.
Dr. Strange, thank you, Miss Wendy. Thank you. God, I can't believe I forgot his name.
Okay. I've had this going since we started the stream. This is everyone who has been here tonight.
Ooh, nice.
No extras, nothing like that. There was no hashtag. It's just the StreamYard comment picker draw, and everyone is going to go. What we're gonna do is $20, however you want it. Cash App, cash mail to you, PayPal, just $20, however you want it. Here's the draw.
Mr. Prize Man here.
Just for the people who are here tonight, you have 1 minute to answer. No time to get people from other channels. Oh, here come all the lurkers. That's all right. All right, we're going to draw. You got 1 minute to answer.
Go team, go.
JP Lawns.
Boom, JP Lawns.
Email me your Cash App, JP. I'm sure it's on your page.
Right on, JP.
$20 is $20 exactly, Mike.
Yeah, $20 is $20. Congrats, JP.
He's probably running his stream. What the hell just happened?
All right, well, I'm going to double check the people here tonight, Zach. All righty, we're going to end the poll. 59% of people have said they've traveled outside their own state to treasure hunt. We're going to end the poll there. 59%. 102 votes. Thank you, people. Wow, we went over 100 votes on that.
Nice.
79 thumbs up. Thank you, good people. Oh, Mr. Minix has got a barber dime for.
I just read that. Carolinas, I wish I could get a quarter tank of gas for $20. All right, I say JP.
Yeah, we seen drove by the gas station yesterday. It was like 470 something, and then drove by another gas station a few blocks away, and it was 505. I'm like, I know.
Rob, you know what? We have stations a mile or two apart, and they're 30, 40, 50 cents difference.
Yeah.
We got stations across the street that are 40 cents difference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to double check that everybody in here is in the race.
Done, JP. Friday, I filled up at 285. Why do I want to ban him? Dalton's 304. I'm still happy it's under 430.
We went from 320. We went from 319 to 359 overnight last week, up 40 cents, and now we're starting to back down. We're back down to 342 right now.
I mean, 435 is really stretching it for me. I'm going to the cheapest place.
Oh yeah.
My fuel bill is nuts.
Well, you remember back in the day when your regular gasoline was more expensive than your diesel, and
Not now. These truckers are getting bent over.
oh yeah, and diesel's just a byproduct of the gasoline.
The good thing is, though, January 1st or July 1st, sorry, gas in Cali was supposed to come up 50, 60 cents a gallon, and it never did. I was kind of happy about that.
Well, yeah, I could say so.
I don't know what happened, why it didn't go up, but there was supposed to be July 1st an extra 50, 60 cents a gallon, and I watched the prices over that day, and it never changed.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Over the next few days. But I mean, my truck, if my truck's empty right now, I'm putting at least 120 in it.
Oh my God, are you serious? It takes about 50 to 60 to fill up the Mercedes, and I'm bitching about that.
I actually put gas in my wife's car the other day. Man, I wish I could fill up for $75. My daughter drives a little Scion XB. She can fill up for 40.
Yeah.
Now, Zach, how many teenagers do you have, Zach?
4.
Do they all work?
No. Only one has a real job. One works with me. One has a real job. The 2 middle girls just do whatever they want, I guess. Sometimes they ride with me, try to earn some money.
I just didn't know what kind of money they're making.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I'm just wondering, like if they work there, because I know your guys' minimum wage in some places is $16 to $20.
Well, my daughter works fast food, so she's $20 an hour. Minimum wage period is 16, I think, 15 something. I don't know. I haven't worked for minimum wage in like 30 years. But my daughter's working minimum wage at fast food, and they're $20 an hour.
All right, we've got everybody in here, guys.
Moon over Miami remembers 39 cents a gallon in the 70s.
See, in 77, when I started driving, 76, 77, it was like 78 cents. That's about the earliest I remember paying.
I was in Iowa. It was, I think, 98, 97, 98 was about 80 cents a gallon. Between 80 and 85 cents a gallon.
The cheapest I've ever seen was Cherokee. I'm sure I saw a little cheaper, but the cheapest I ever lived in for any months was Cherokee, North Carolina. I went up there for 3 months in 2001, 2002, maybe. We were amazed at their prices.
Wow, Shannon says, I bought a new 79 Buick Regal. That was a nice car. Making $265 an hour. I made $265 an hour at one time. I remember that. I didn't buy a new car though.
Carolinas, if you can find the right video, there's videos of the guys in the Middle East where they can access their oil real easy. They take crude oil and boil it in a barrel, just basically like you're distilling alcohol, and they can distill the different types of gasoline, kerosene, diesel fuel, all that, and they run that. It's pretty neat to watch.
Wow, Danny Boy says $3.19 in New Hampshire. I would take that.
Oh yeah, same here.
Oh, you ought to see.
Jared says, doesn't matter to me anymore. I don't have a vehicle anymore. Jared says, doesn't matter to me. All righty, guys. Mr. Minnick said he will put up a silver dime. And since it's already 11:30 and we're going to be calling this soon, we'll do the one pig race, guys. Rob's going to do a 40% Kennedy.
Nice. Hello, Jason Miner.
Jason Miner.
289 where Iron Antler's at.
What?
AU Diver, hello.
Hey, Greg.
Okay, Mr. Minnick is putting up a silver dime. All right, guys. So first place winner and last place, 40% Kennedy silver and a silver dime. 3. Oh, wait. Hit set. Hit shuffle characters. Hit shuffle characters. Hit shuffle characters. 3, 2, 1.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
And we can put the sound in this one because it doesn't have music. Oh, let's take off the.
See what you need to do, Rob, is you need to go and copyright this exact play track of the music, and then you can get copyright claims on everybody. Make that money.
Yeah, I don't think Race Car Exhaust we can copyright.
You know, some of the copyrighted music, it's like you go to YouTube, copyright free music. It doesn't really matter if they're the owners or not. Someone else can go copyright their music because they did not. And then they can file all the copyright claims.
But I have a video I put on 6 years ago that was not copyrighted when I put on. It's been on for 6 years, and I just got a notice from YouTube saying that somebody's now copyrighted the music. And if I want to keep it as a monetized video, I have to either let them re-dub the music or take the music out and just have it play. And it was the one middle techno video I tried where I did no talking. I just found it, showed the coin itself, and then I did a nice musical background in the back, very relaxing. And 6 years later, somebody dings me for the music.
Now, do they offer you the option of paying your $225 so you can use the copyrighted music? That would seem like the best course of action to me is, hey, you either take the music down or pay $225.
It said somebody put a claim on that. So, alrighty, guys, 30 seconds. Oh, look at that. Menardo Rob's in the middle of the screen there in his 157 purple car.
Carolina.
Here comes the 19-second fade, and there goes Menardo Rob right off the screen. We got Jericho up there, Graham McKelly.
Treasure Hunters.
Who's coming on the bottom here? Silver Wrench. Is he going to hold it? We got Mandy's Candy. We got Marty up there. Here comes Florida Knox. Uh-oh, he's not here tonight.
I don't think that's
Oh, Dalton is not going to be. Mr. Dalton lights his silver. But this is way past Mr. Dalton's bedtime. Oh, look at that. Menardo Rob second.
And Papa Rouse third. Papa Rouse isn't here either. Menardo Rob, he's not here.
I know Papa. Phil's got to be in here.
I haven't seen him in about a half hour.
He's in here. Mystic says, so rigged.
Rigged.
AEW Treasure Hunters, Carolinas.
Phil says, I be here. Congratulations. Phil gets the silver. Silver. I am not winning my own silver, so that will go to Bill. All right, Mr. Minutes silver dime goes to. You finished 253rd. Uncle Beep hasn't been here. Blistering hasn't been here. PNS Odyssey was here earlier. Are they still here?
I know the other guy.
The other guy's not here.
And look at that. If PNS is here, we got Mr. Saxon.
PNS, are you here?
Yes, they are. Oh, sorry, Zach. You missed
There
it.
you go. I got tons of cool stuff.
Congratulations, PNS.
Minix is one of my stickers. Where's he at? He's the green one.
You get a silver dime from Mr. Minix.
No, it wasn't me. Diver went to being Odysseys.
Congratulations, you two winners. Very cool. Two nights in a row, Bill says. Yep, he had a win. He had a win last night. Tom King, he says, Rob's here. Hey, wait. I just won a silver for myself.
All right. That cuts down the shipping bill a little bit.
I had a buddy, and he'd call me up and he'd say, what are you doing today? I said, I'm taking myself to lunch. He goes, no, you're going to lunch. I go, no, I'm taking myself to lunch. Rob, it sounds so gay. He hated it. He hated when I say, I'm taking myself to lunch. He just hated that phrase. I don't know why, but he did.
I'd be sure to use that every time I talk to him.
You won a silver dime. You won a silver dime from Mr. Minix. So one of you two it is cheap shipping that way. So one of you two put an email up.
He already did.
There you go. Boom. Way ahead of me here. Way to go. Thanks, Mr. Minix. Thank you very much for offering that. All right, guys, it's 11:35 p.m. We've been on an hour and 50 minutes, and Rob's got to get stuff done before the stream tomorrow morning. So, nice, Rob, as you go sideways. So we're going to call this a night tonight, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Thanks,
Zach,
everybody.
thanks for starting the stream, Zach. Rob, thanks for coming up with us tonight, buddy.
Yep, no problem.
And all you good people, we will see you in the morning, 9 a.m., right back here. Me and Papa Rouse. If Zach's available, he's welcome to come up tomorrow, too. And we'll see everybody here tomorrow night.
All right. We'll talk to you. Bye.